Hello and welcome to the 10th bonus video in the 20 years of MCF celebration. I'm MCFPapa. In this video I'm gonna be going through and playing all of the MCF Flash games. Back in the day, Big Fish Games had Flash demos of their early Mystery Case Files games on their website, and it has been honestly probably 18-ish years since I played them. More like, well, I guess Ravenhearst and Madame Fate came out a couple years after Huntsville did, so at least 15, probably more like 16, 17-ish years since I've touched them. And also on here, I was looking it up to see if Flashpoint had them, and they do. And they also had this MillionHeir micro site, which I've never seen before, but I guess it's like an archive of the website. So I checked that out, and I do want to show that off too, because it's pretty cool. But I figure might as well go in release order. So do Huntsville first. I'm not sure if the games are gonna be any different from their full versions, but we will see. And I'm probably gonna have to crop it so it's full screen for you guys, cause I like you a lot. It looks mostly the same, except the Captain's Inn is up there. I think the map screen was more accurate in the full version. Oh, and Hunt and Peck's over there. I don't know why they shuffled around some of the locations, but they did. And anyway, now, here, they just moved the barber shop over so it could fit on the same screen. It's like, if Hunt and Peck was in the place where the bookstore was, why not just do that? And put them together. I don't know. Anyway, Case 1, Missing Moolah. Someone stealing money from the law office and Rudy's barber shop. See if you can catch the crook by clicking hidden clues in each crime scene before time runs out. Click below to begin. Oh, and I guess, of course, they didn't bother looping the music for the game, so that's fun. Oh, and also, you get a very, very strict time limit. And is it true you just get, one hint? And the sound effects aren't present like they are in the full game. I guess they just wanted to make it as cheaply and quickly as possible. I don't know. I'm just glad that I actually am so experienced with Huntsville. Because that is one thing I do remember, is I did struggle to play this Flash game, because I had the demo of Prime Suspects in Huntsville on the Hidden Expedition Titanic disc, and that is what inspired me to look for the games, and then I found these Flash games online. And if I remember, though, they don't even have a full level to them. I think it's just these two crime scenes, and there's no end of level crime computer stuff. Oh good, you at least get a second hint. So I guess it's one hint per location, which, I mean, that's fine, I guess, when there's so few items. And by the way, there was only 7 items here in the barber shop to find. I don't get why not. Why didn't they just do the 8 items from the original? Like, it's not like the game can't handle an 8th item in each scene. Maybe it's just because of the Flash game's, smaller resolution. Is it smaller? I don't know, it might be the same resolution. No, I guess it is a bit smaller. But still, like, just to... I guess that's why they didn't want any of the stuff to run over the side. But it's pretty simple to do it, so I don't know. Like, even in the full game, sometimes it runs off the side. Oh yeah, you're getting very close to solving the case. Do you have what it takes to become a master detective? And then, yeah, they just do that. But, like, I don't get why they couldn't have given you a puzzle. Is it that much of a giveaway? And why in the splash screen were they doing the 5-finger discount culprit instead of Rudy the Barber? I don't know. And now, it's really hard to make out, but I believe in this one that the Hunt and Peck attorneys at law is over here next to the Ivan's Cafe. So, once again, like, it's just clear that for some reason they, like, swapped around some of the places of locations on the map. I don't know why, but I guess they did. And at least they did put a bit more music at the end. And how about this tagline, stunning graphics and sound? Well, I guess in 2005, yeah, it would be stunning graphics and sound. Okay, well, there's the Huntsville one, so now on to the Prime Suspects one. Just like the real Prime Suspects, it looks very similar to the Huntsville one. Ian has a similar sort of aesthetic. But now, once again, they rearranged locations some. Like, I guess to make him fit? I don't know. But, like, the Dirty Dog Deli, was that originally going to be next to Tweedle's Dolls and the abandoned hospital? I don't know. And then also they just call it the Hat Shop instead of Millie the Milliner. But they call the Rialto Theater, just not just generic theater. I guess maybe they thought it would be too confusing for people if they called it Millie the Milliner. And, I mean, fair enough, but if that's the case, then choose a different location to show off. You know? Suspect, Ball Crystal. Now, I do like, that sort of label maker aesthetic. They didn't do that in the real game, but that would have been cool to see, you know, like someone used an old-timey label maker to label who the suspect was. Maybe that's something they changed, or maybe it's just something they did for this. And also, game's ruined because the capital city in the background isn't animated. Suspects: Ball Crystal, aka Madam Fleece, priors, theft, and fraud. Oh, they don't even write out all the priors, you know, like they did in the main game. Queen's Hope, the world's largest diamond, has vanished from the Piazza Gallery. Search the theater and the hat shop for clues and see if you can figure out if Madam Fleece is a prime suspect. Now, of course, the elephant in the room is why the heck didn't they choose Madame Ball Palm Reader as a location to showcase here? I don't know. I suppose Crystal Ball is on the higher end of suspects to feature in terms of design, but they could have gone really wacky and done 1011001 if they really wanted to. But then I suppose that would have been too confusing. Ooh, you get 1 extra minute here. And once again, only 7 items to find. Though, of course, if you're lucky or maybe unlucky enough to get the multiple item in bundles, then you got even more to find. Yeah, I didn't notice any changes though in the scenes themselves in the Huntsville one. And again, this one looks pretty much the same as the real scene, but like it's just so much smaller. Like, if this was the full version of the game at this screen size, like, I would not have wanted to play it. I can't believe I'm having trouble on these scenes. I guess that's a sign that it's been too long and I need to replay these classic MCF games again. Oh, I suppose I could do that, but then it just looks even more pixelated and worse, so I ain't doing that. Sorry. And they couldn't even fit strawberries on the line. Boy. I don't know. Were these effective? I don't think so. I mean, they are a decent enough demo, but like, why would you do this instead of just doing like an hour-long demo of the game, you know, of the actual full game? That would give you a much better appeal and idea of what the game's offering than this like really restrictive small-scale version. And I mean, like, the location is still called Millie the Milliner. So they could have just kept that on the map screen, but they didn't for some reason. Oh, and by the way, look at that layering. That's wrong. The fan should be behind the M. Ooh. So hey, an actual change from the original game I noticed in the scene. How about that? Wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. I think that map screen there had some locations that were a bit different from how they were in the full game. I'm not entirely sure, but I will edit in right here, right now, if there were anything to check out on that. Alright. Well, now, like, see, this time they didn't say that the graphics were amazing or anything on this one. And they show off the Madame Ball palm reader location here. But why not show it off in the demo itself? Ooh, that's an error in... Oh no, I guess it's not an error. I was gonna point out that having Susan Williams as a prime suspect when she's the suspect itself was an error, but I guess not, because it's not the current level. Okay, my bad. And they show off the word search puzzle this time, which is probably the best of the puzzles. It's my favorite anyway. But, like, at this resolution, at this tiny screenshot, are you really able to even tell that it's a word search? I guess kind of. Anyway, now I'd like to just, for the sake of comparison, I just want to show off the resolution. Like, look at that. Oh, sorry. It's a bit confusing going back and forth, but, like, look at how much bigger the real thing is compared to this. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out quick, so... Alright. Now, on to Ravenhearst. Like, seeing that for this day, like, we're pretty faithful to the title screen and everything. Even having the lightning effects on it. Dear Master Detective, I have long been fascinated by tales of the remote Ravenhearst Manor near Blackpool, Britain. Wait a minute. The Mystery Case Files theme was slightly different. Yeah. They changed it a bit from how it was in the full game. I don't know if that was just because it was shorter, or if it was actually different originally. But anyway, those possessing the bravery to venture inside are likely to return with very odd descriptions of what lies within. I want you to try and make it into the parlor, which has been locked for some time. To get there, you will need to explore the front porch and the workshop of the manor along the way. Yours truly, the Queen of England. Seriously. Once again, only 7 items. But hey, there's actually some more sound effects in this one. Like, I guess you could say these Flash games are effective. Like, maybe not in the way they were intending for, like, getting people to buy the games, but they are effective for me, getting me wanting to play the classic MCF games again. Because, like, I'm sure I've mentioned this in my Let's Play of Ravenhearst, but, like, I love Ravenhearst, it's just the one I replay the least, and it's a shame, because it is a good game, but... And once again, though, no sound effects for the get hint. So that's a shame. Oh, I didn't see the time, but I guess it was 5 minutes. And why the heck can you highlight the timer text? I don't know. And now, this is the really, really weird thing. Like, the other games I could understand, they're fairly early on locations to choose to showcase. But why the heck do they showcase the workshop, the final location you unlock, in the demo on the Flash game? I don't get it. Was it maybe that the workshop was intended to appear more often? Maybe? But it's just really confusing. Actually, I don't think it was. I think it was still meant to be like a late game location, because like of all the like stuff from the other door puzzles that the location is referencing. It's just a really weird choice. Maybe the team who made these Flash games didn't really play much of the fall game, so they're just like, pick some random location. Should have chose something like the grounds or something to show it's not just inside the spooky manor, but outside too. Whoa. Like, how about this? An actual puzzle included in this game. This is making big steps compared to the first game. And it even has the animated suns and the ability to click on the doorknob, though you can't, of course, hear any sound effects with it. That would be too much to ask for. Well, I guess there were sound effects, just really pixelated, compressed ones. There. And, like, there, it didn't even give you a teaser. It's just like, you did it. What's inside? I don't know. Ooh, now they have the tagline, never the same game twice for Ravenhearst, which, yeah, it's true. But it's just, it's pretty much the same game. They should have used that tagline for Prime Suspects. Prime Suspects has more randomization. Like, yeah, the other games have randomized items too, but they're pretty much the same game. But, there is a pretty big error I'm noticing in this text here. The 200-year-old mystery lurking deep within Ravenhearst Manor. It's not a 200-year-old mystery. The game begins in 1894, I believe, or something in the late 1890s. So doing the math, from 1890 to 2006, I think the game came out, 2007, but that would only be about 116 years. Why not just say the 100-year-old mystery? I don't know. But something interesting is, get a load of the diary. The drawing isn't a sepia tone, it's a more standard black and white tone. So I guess they must have changed that. But I think the sepia tone looks a lot better for it, so I'm glad they did change that. But anyway, that's it for Ravenhearst. Boy, going through these, though I am taking my time. Boy, 26 minutes already. Alright. Oh, game's ruined. First of all, there's no mystery case files, Madame Fate, carnival music version of the MCF theme. Second of all, can't click the cat to make it hiss, which I assume is supposed to be ISIS, I guess. They did at least have these sound effects in, but of course the sign isn't swaying in the wind when you hover over something. Ruined. Greeting. Really? Well, first of all, that effect ain't looking too good. And second of all, oh, that might be an error. But, like, they didn't use the Madame Fate voice there. Oh, and now we're in the thing. Ooh. 9 items this time instead of 7, but once again, it's 1 short of what it was in the real game. And now look at this. Like, first of all, there's no, like, animation in the scene, but also, they cut out so many items around here. What the heck? They just not want to program a bunch more of them in? Because I do think Madame Fate did have more items, or at least it seemed like it did, because they were so much smaller. But, like, that's just really weird. It does make the scene, I would say, easier. And also no morphing object for the lock. I wonder if the lock's an actual item you could find here, like on the list. But I don't care enough to replay this game over and over again. I'd replay the real Madame Fate over and over again, but not this one. Okay, boy. I thought the raspberry, yeah, it is there, but boy, is it hard to see in this version. How about that? I actually had trouble with the game. And here, there's no interactive stuff. Like in this scene, like, wouldn't that be a good thing to show off that the game has as a feature? Is puzzles, you gotta connect stuff together. I guess that was too much for them to program into this. I don't know. Oh good, it looks like, I guess, the timer reset. Because that's something I was really worried about, was that I would run out of time on the game, since I took so long trying to find that stupid star. I didn't test that out, but I assume it works the same where only Madame Fate lets you click on multiple items at the same time. I assume the other Flash games didn't let you do that. Ooh. And now there's a word puzzle. Now, how about that? They actually had a fairly complete level, finally. It was a gimped version of the real Madame Fate's levels, But it was actually a level. You went to 2 scenes, which were both scenes from the first level of the real game, and then you had a little ball puzzle to solve, and then you had a conclusion to see that the amazing Larry is innocent. But it's just a weird choice, if you ask me, to just make this thing, especially this one, because Madame Fate was a pretty big step up in terms of graphics, and they did not capitalize on that at all with the Flash game. In fact, I'd say this is probably the weakest of the Flash games in terms of showing off the game's strengths, even though it had a puzzle at the end. And now, I don't know about you, but it just seems a bit stupid to me to have Marlena the Mermaid as a showcase, which, yeah, that's fine. But then also to have the Mermaid Dunk puzzle as a showcase scene too, where it's obscured so you can't even tell really what it is, but its coloring is just so similar it clashes with it, if you ask me. Rocket Dog, that's a good thing to show off, but come on, they blocked the best character in the game, Fabiano, the world's strongest man. They should have shown him off proudly. Anyway, so that's it for the main game Flash games. Oh, that is weird here, download or purchase. They even advertise, I guess, downloading the demo. You know, the 1 hour demo. Hey, you thought this was okay? Play the much superior 1 hour demo of the full game. Just weird. And looking in the background, it looks like all the locations are the same as they are in the final version, so that's good. But anyway, now just the MillionHeir, which isn't a Flash. It isn't a game, really. It's more of a website archive. She even plays the theme and everything. Oh yeah, I guess there was the game demo. Welcome, Detective. I'm Phil T. Rich. I seem to have misplaced some items and need your help locating them. I have another matter to tend to, so I'll send your crime computer the list of items I need. Hello, Detective. I'm the crime computer. I've been assigned to help you with your whatever. To assist you, I'll put the items you need to find on your object list. You can show and hide the object list with this button. Search an area, drag the stylus across the bottom of the screen. Press the left mouse button to tap the object and remove it from the object list. If you need help locating an object, tap the hint button. Watch the bottom screen as hint sparkles will show you where the object's located. You've been tasked with in finding 8 objects. If you're ready, click the lower screen again. Oh. I don't know why I bothered reading all that. You know. Now, once again, even in this demo, it only has 7 items. But in this, the game even says you've been tasked with finding 8 objects. But then it turns out, no, it's 7. And I guess they did, like, try to accurately emulate the feel of the DS game. But, I mean, it's much nicer on an emulator when you can have the screen be a lot bigger. You know? And I mean, I guess the schoolhouse is an okay scene to choose to show off, but I don't know. I would I don't know, chose like the train room or like the pool or something with a bit more scenery to it. I don't know. But by the way, they do give you 3 hints for this, which is very generous compared to the other games. I don't know. It's just weird that they specifically said the amount of items and then got it wrong. Oh, and with the milk bottle, that was like the action of spilling the milk in the real thing, but of course they don't show that off here. Because why would they show off one of the biggest features to brag about is taking advantage of the DS technology? Oh well. Finished already? Splendid. I hope it's not too much trouble, but I need your help locating a few more items. Okay. Oh. Really? They just have the one scene? They couldn't have just done another one? That's a bit lame. Anyway, you can even sign up for the newsletter. You want to sign up for their newsletter? I'm sure that'll be a really good thing to sign up for. Ooh, it even has a trailer, I guess. And I guess this is a European archived site, so that's why it says all gameplays from the American version. But I mean, like, boy, just crazy to think that at one point they even bothered doing something like setting up a specific European version of the website for their upcoming game. I guess they're doing an okay job showcasing stuff in the trailer. Yeah, like, see here they at least show off the special abilities. I don't know why they didn't otherwise. And I don't know if you would call these, like, little jigsaw puzzles really challenging, but they are puzzles. Oh yeah. Play against your friends, I guess. Yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff to text just showing off the stuff. So that's cool. And then gameplay, got the British version of Maneuver. And I assume that's probably the original French too. Yeah, the scenes look to be pretty much the same. But why are a couple of them blocked off? Like, why not have 2 more photos? I don't know. Why have more photos in the background? Oh no! Yeah, that's it. It's just all of them are like in a pile, but only some are relevant. Then there's quick play too. And now, like, this looks pretty similar, I guess, to how it would be in the thing. But now, get a load of this. Now, this is a map screen. Like, did the game actually have a map screen at one point that was cut out and replaced with the simple, like, bulletin board images? Like, see, here's the outside the mansion going around for all the locations, and then you can go in the mansion and look around it too. Like, did the map screen only appear in the multiplayer mode? If it did, that's a really stupid thing to lock behind. Or maybe it was cut out entirely, I'm not sure. Because it seems to be something that, like, you need to connect multiple DS's to get. So maybe that just isn't possible on an emulator. I don't know. I will, I guess, do some more investigating to see if there is indeed something like this map screen. Anyway, after that, there's just the suspects page to look at. Yeah. And how about this? Like, gotta match up who the suspects are. Really? The hint is just, hey, this is the one. Okay. See, now this is a cool little mini game, I guess. So you not only show off the, well, 6 of the suspects that are in the game, but also, like, then learn a bit about them and have a little game about matching them up too. So that's cool. And how about this? I will give this site credit. It does loop the music, so there's constantly music playing in the background. That's a pretty nice feature. But anyway, that was me showing off the MCF Flash games. Not great games by themselves. Not that great of trailers for the games either. The 1-hour demos are much better for that, for getting you to want to buy the game. So, I don't know what they were thinking, and maybe they didn't know what they were thinking either, because that's why I guess they probably stopped after MillionHeir and didn't do anything for Return to Ravenhearst or Dire Grove. They could have, but, like, at that point, a Flash version would just be so bad compared to the real thing, I think. But anyway, I hope this was interesting to you to be able to see relatively unknown and obscure part of Mystery Case Files history. So, that'll do it for this video. Like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next bonus video.